How's it going, guys? This is Avollon, and welcome back to Avollon's World. We are in 1.19, the Wild Update, and I'm honestly super excited because look at this mountain besides me. We are in my world, and we've updated the chunks. We're actually in the 1.19 release candidate. It is Monday, the day before the update drops, but I wanted to at least get the world started and ready and at least get this episode started, so maybe we get it out for the day of the update's release. Maybe, whoever knows. But I am like super stoked on how this entire area looks. I've spent the past like hour or so taking out some land masses, fixing up some chunk borders, and when I say chunk borders, there was no hard, except for like this area here, there was no hard chunk borders that were visible. It was mostly the trees that got kind of like cut in a corner that I had to fix, and this area just looks so beautiful, and it honestly feels, you can't really see me, but it feels like a brand new world almost, because it's so different to what I'm used to in this world. Like, we got a beautiful coral reef surrounding like this entire section, a giant ocean. This landmass will eventually be gone. It's amazing. And then even back here, like I showed I think 2 episodes ago, we've got the new Mangrove Swamp. I'm not gonna touch this one. I might explore it, try to find some frogs and whatnot, but that'll be about it. My plan for today, because obviously, you know, there's a lot of new stuff. We gotta go and do everything, right? Plan for today is to find another mangrove swamp, hopefully a smaller one, not this big, and kind of like decimate it, you know, like you do, and get all the materials, get all the new blocks from it, all the mud, you know, the mangrove wood, the leaves, etc. I want to get some of the saplings for the trees, because I do want to place some in my swamp and over here, and essentially I want to do that. I want to get the allays, I want to get some frogs, and essentially everything that doesn't involve the deep dark. As well as, if I do that, there should be some new advancements. I have to discover the deep dark yet. I can't do that. Nothing here. I think I'll the elytra still going. I feel like there were advancements. Yeah, when the squad hops into town, that's and catch a tadpole. Probably the only two I can do, and there's one for the allay, but I have to look into that. So, let me go find another mangrove swamp, and I'll meet you there. So I lied. I gotta repair my elytras because all of them are exhausted, and we're going for a long journey, and I need elytras. But I wanted to show you the updated map. I know I've shown this in previous episodes, I'm pretty positive, and it looks drastically different. I have also updated the ocean monument map, which we did take a look at in the last episode. You can see there's a lot more ocean around it, so I shouldn't have to worry about any mobs spawning, and everything should spawn, at least in the monument, except for the drowns. I updated the White Ridge map, which looks pretty good. And then over here, the Avollon's Village map is pretty drastically changed, because this used to all be jungle back in here, and the mesa is actually one little section, because I cut it off and essentially just wrapped it around. So, yeah. Now, I need to go repair my elytras, but I will meet you at a swamp this time, I promise. You know, when I said I wanted a small mangrove swamp, this isn't what I meant. But it's alright, there's another whole biome right over there, and I see an amazing desert hill over there, but we don't have to travel far. Our ocean monument is literally right there, and there's also this really cool village here too, right next to it. So, yeah, pretty cool. I'm gonna start with this just to experiment with it and figure out what tools are what, and etc. And then we'll, we're falling, and then we'll figure, hey little guy, how you doing? Have a carrot. And then we'll figure out and go over there, because there we got the roots, we got the saplings, which I believe are those, and I believe they're fully grown, or I guess that, I honestly don't know. I didn't really experiment a lot in the snapshots. The most I did was like go see the deep dark, and that was it. So it's all new to me. Ooh, I went down a little bit. It's lower than a full block, so no mobs should be able to spawn on this. Interesting. The more you know. Down one tree. And I lied. I was going to tell you everything I got. I need to just slowly walk and pick this stuff up. The leaves are not a problem. Like, I got over 5 stacks of leaves, only 21 logs, 46 roots they instant mine, and I didn't harvest these with anything, so they should break off. I don't know about, like, the tiny one there, because it's, like, growing. I don't know how that works, and I guess we could, like, really try this on camera here. So if I break you, yeah, you're just not gonna break, but if I break you, you break off. You break off. Okay, so they kind of have to grow up, so that's an interesting new mechanic. So I'm gonna finish tearing this out. The trees are gone, leaves are decaying. This is how much I got from that little patch. The roots are pretty easy to come by, same with the saplings. I don't know if they drop from the decaying leaves. I have a feeling they don't. The wood, not the greatest amount, but it could be worse. Mud, instant mine, and the muddy mangrove roots, which you can combine mud and roots for, so I don't really need to worry about those. And yeah, almost a whole shoulder box just about of leaves from like 4 trees, so we don't have to worry about that. And one thing I forgot to mention in the beginning, I also changed the colors on my skin. I do this every update. It's supposed to match the skulk colors, kind of. We'll figure that out next episode. Oh yeah, forgot I did that. They fixed that, so now it doesn't play the deploy now, or this sound every time it takes durability. Pretty cool sounds, pretty cool sounds. Oh, there's a whole bunch of mud over here. What am I doing? I need to mine that. So I just stepped into this biome, and I can already say, like, this looks super awesome to just kind of, like, wander around in. I don't know if you can really get around that well with a boat, but I'm gonna start gathering these as I come through here. I'm mostly looking for frogs at this point. I've already destroyed a couple trees. I'm destroying a whole bunch more because I need the resources. But I want to find some frogs. I found them. I guess these are the warm ones because they spawned in the desert. There's one in a tree. And that just broke. How's it going, dude? These guys are attracted to slime balls and they like to jump. It would be cool if I could get some tadpoles. I have a feeling they're not going to be around here. I'm going to have to try to breed them in between shots here. But hey little dude, how you doing? Kind of stuck in the mud a little bit because it's you just fell from the tree and you just jumped. These guys are cool. They're probably a little big for scale, but that's kind of Minecraft's thing, and these guys are really cool. I don't even want to kill one to see what it drops, because I don't think they drop anything. Maybe XP, so I'm not going to kill them. These guys just slowly walking towards me. How they just, like, walk, like, nonchalantly, like, yeah, slime ball. Yeah, good stuff. Okay, so you two are going to debate life decisions. Or are you going to act like the, It's going to move extremely slow to water. Where she is. Oh. You're gonna act like the turtles and go find water and plant some tadpoles in there, I guess, right? I guess that's how they work. I don't know. I'm gonna watch this guy for a bit. There we are. I may or may not have accidentally broke the first one, and it should be as simple as not that. Okay. It says, you know, you gotta catch a tad. Oh, you gotta wait for them to you gotta wait for them to actually spawn in, don't you? You can't just pick. Okay, alright. I figured it out. Trial number 3. It'll work. Honestly, I'm probably just gonna leave these guys here, because I'll go find frogs by my base and catch some tadpoles that way, to be honest. Alright, now it's getting nighttime now that we've basically explored everything the Mangrove Swamp has to offer. I'm going to try to gather at least a shulker box of each material. I mean, obviously, we already got the leaves. You know, that's the leaves. That's not the hard part. Mud's not going to take long. I'm not going to gather a shulker box of the mangrove roots. I'll make those when I need them. Roots won't take long, but the wood, I feel like, is going to take the longest, and I'm not gathering a shulker box of the saplings. I will gather as many as I can, because I do want to put them by my base, but I'm going to do that, and I will meet you back at my base, then, I guess. I don't know. I'll be here a while, more than likely. Alright, well, I realized that me gathering a full shulker box might take a little bit longer. This is as much wood as I've gotten. I completely demolished that little section over there. I started putting other stuff in other shulker boxes, and as you can see, I've been, like, harvesting the roots because I've been focusing on one specific item. Can I sleep? 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 I can see the sun setting. Can I sleep? Can I sleep? Can I sleep? I want to sleep. Sleep, 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 sleep. Okay, well, anyway, I got a full shulker box of the roots, a full shulker box of the mud. I have 2 shulker boxes of the leaves, because I was just getting so many of them, and I have so many of them. I want to share with you how I harvest these trees. This is late game, obviously, so if you're just starting out, these trees are going to be a massive pain to fully cut down. Just know that. These are like the little branch sections on the jungle, just an entire tree of it. So what I do is I find the branch like this, and I will essentially just carve my way through it and pick. Oh, that was a bee. I hope I didn't pick this guy's tree. No, okay. And then essentially what I do is I just chop down the entire tree. And as you can see, like, the leaves go off in both directions. And when you're chopping it down with a hoe like this, it goes super quick, and you eventually run into another tree. Then you just keep going, and yeah, it's not going to take long to gather this wood, but I do want to get to other projects today, so that's how I do it, at least. And then you get a lot of leaves. Honestly, I'm just going to throw them out. And the saplings that grow these are actually, like, extremely plentiful. Like, you see, I have over 2 stacks. I haven't been collecting them. Like, I haven't purposely collected those. Those are just the ones I've gotten from chopping down trees. So, saplings for these trees are going to be super easy to come by, and I'm fairly positive if you bone meal the leaves, it grows the sapling. So, we don't have a problem there. So, let me make my way back to my base so we can continue on with today's episode. This is going to be, as I try to figure out what I want to say, this is probably going to be our Bad Omen farm, if I remember correctly. But then I remembered, yes, hi, I know you're down there. The goat horns can spawn in these chests now, and I know the location of 2 of these, and sure enough, there's a goat horn. Alright. And I'm pretty sure if I shift, I'm not quite sure how these things work, but hey, goat horn, pretty cool. We'll have to make a farm for that in the future. Yeah, so there's our base, there's the pillager outpost. That will be our Bad Omen farm eventually, and then we'll have a raid farm in the somewhat near future, because that is a very daunting task for me, and I gotta figure out how to use autoclickers, but we're back at the base. Alright, so I'm standing over here at the edge of the swampland expansion area, which isn't really much of a swamp, to be honest, but we will be putting down the, whatchamacallit trees, the mangrove trees. I want to make 2 small buildings here for the allay and the frogs, just so we can store them, so we have them for when we need them. I have the location off behind me of, I think, 2 or 3 allays stuck at a pillager outpost, and then we'll have to go. Maybe we'll do an episode sometime in the future going to a woodland mansion, because they spawn there too, and they have a purpose again, so that's cool. So yeah, I'm going to work on the buildings before I go get the mobs, because, you know, I don't want the mobs here and then them running off, because the allays don't exactly stay put. They do follow you, but they don't stay put. So we got a nice little building here. I actually really like how it turned out. This mangrove wood looks pretty good, not gonna lie. A nice red color. We got the blue in here because this is gonna be the Alay's house. And I realized when I built this, if I give them an item, won't they, like, teleport to me if I'm, like, at my storage room? Because they teleport to you with items, which I feel like is a flaw, because their main use is to gather items. So if you use them for, like, any sort of redstone contraption, they're going to always teleport out of that as soon as you get in range. I gotta look more into it, but the solution that I think I can use is just to not give them an item and have them stay in there. At least they're here and not over there. So now we gotta go get the allays. This should be fun and interesting, because I think they follow me. I think, if they have an item. I hope. Got another goat horn. We're at our pillager outpost. What does this one sound like? Oh, it's the horn. It's the horn that they use. That's cool. So I guess I think the screaming goats have Pacific ones, so you still need to make a farm if you want all of them. But now the hard part is, the allays are right there. I don't have to worry about dying. That's not an issue. If I just give you items, you should now follow me, right? So if I just, vacate the premise, come over here, they should, in theory, come over to me. Okay, there's one. Oh, hey, how you doing, horse? Where's the second dude? Hello? Oh, these are here. Okay. So it should be as simple as just flying on back now. If I go too far away, they should teleport? If I remember the snapshots correctly. That's only one. This is going to be processed. I'll meet you back at the base. Okay, they're back inside. I took the items from them, so they shouldn't teleport. And I attached them to leads just as an extra precaution. They shouldn't be able to escape, but with them on leads, I don't have to worry about them running through the front door as I open it. What did I want to do? I wanted to make a chest, so I could put... No. There we go. So I could put the Totems of Undying, because they can't pick that up. They won't... Well, they can pick it up. They won't go search for more Totems of Undying, because let's be honest, that's just not something that's laying on the ground if you're not at a raid farm. And if they die, then it does help them not die too. So when I need to move them, that's what I'm going to use. But we have two of them. We'll find more of them in the near future. As we come flying in, you can see it's one giant slope. I kind of felt like it wanted to do the slope based off of this roof, and it looks weird, but it also looks cool. Especially when you're looking at it from over here. Everything runs right into the swamp. It kind of makes sense, and it's a very low riding, I guess is what you could call it, roof, and it's different. I haven't done this design before, so don't look at that. So we gotta get the frogs from the Mangrove Swamp, but then they'll come in here, and this is where we can breed them and get the tadpoles and everything, I guess. I don't know much about frogs, as you could tell from earlier. I don't know how well this is going to work, but we got one frog in the boat, and we're towing one frog behind us, and they do swim pretty fast, because obviously they're frogs and they're amphibious creatures, but, it didn't take too long. Oh yeah, I think this is working. I love how they walk. It's so great. It's so derpy and funny. And welcome to your new home. And now if I do this and this, they should, in theory, be like, oop, gotta go to the water. Yeah, let's go. Now, I don't know how long that takes to spawn in. Couldn't tell you. I haven't gotten that far. But I'm not gonna pick it up with a water bucket again, I'll tell you that much. Bucket. Yeah, we did it. Bucket of tadpole. Let's go. I want to get these guys so I can put them in Pacific areas. 4 of them spawned from one thing, so shouldn't have any problems getting frogs. Let's go. Alright, map is updated. I added a bunch of the mangrove trees up in this little swamp portion up here along the edges and down in the waters in front of the 2 buildings, which you can kind of barely see. I mean, we got a lot of area left in the not so existent swampland expansion area because it's not a swamp, to be honest. I have some plans, but for the most part I'm going to leave it open. So let's go take a look at it. As you can see, the trees do actually add a lot. I like the trees. I'm not going to lie to you. Trees are really cool. They're so unique and random. And I even put some over here too that kind of just tie in the old swamp with the new swamp. They're just so cool, and like the roots go in the water and everything. They're really fancy, really awesome. And like I said, I put some over by the witch farm and along the back end of the swamp. But anyways, guys, that will do it for today's episode, our first steps in 1.19, and yes, it is actually 1.19 now. It is Tuesday. I won't get it out for Tuesday, but, close enough. I tried. Alright. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Last episode got over 100 views. I don't know what I did, to be honest, but thank you guys so much. It means a lot to me that so many people watched my video. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. It means the world to me. Anyways, if you haven't done so already, hit that like button. Lets me know. It lets me know that you thoroughly enjoy my content. If you haven't done so already, make sure to subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next episode where we will go tackle the ancient city in the deep dark and face the warden. Catch you guys in the next one. Farewell.